Representative Kerner, just for some housekeeping, am I right that we are going to table or voluntarily defer HCR 99 in favor of HR 278?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. So for housekeeping purposes, I will move to voluntarily defer HCR 99. Do we have any objections? Hearing and seeing none, let HCR 99 be voluntarily deferred. Representative Kerner, HR 278. Mr. Gonzalez, if you'd read that into the record, please.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Members, this is House Resolution 278 by Representative Kerner. It requests the Louisiana Department of Justice to receive input, feedback, and suggestions relative to the framework and efficiency of electronic monitoring laws and regulations.
Representative Kerner on your resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members. And that's what the bill does. The resolution. The resolution is asking the Attorney General to consult with law enforcement agencies to try to correct the deficiencies in the monitoring systems.
And Representative Kerner, I've agreed to co-author this resolution with you and have spoken to the Attorney General's office. As I understand, you are going to table the electronic monitoring bill that got out of this committee. Is that correct? We're not going to proceed any further with that on the floor?
Yes, Chair.
And just for the record, this particular resolution is in an effort to look at, have the Attorney General provide some oversight with all of the stakeholders in looking at all of the electronic monitoring statutes we have in place, licensure procedures, compliance, et cetera, in order to make recommendations for next session that we can perhaps tie everything together, correct any conflicts, et cetera. Is that correct?
Yes, Chairman.
Thank you so much for working with this chair in that effort. I appreciate all your work you've been trying to do the last several years on electronic monitoring. I think that for many of us, I can say that it causes us some concern when we either pass them out of committee and off the floor or don't pass them because of the serious considerations we have to give to this alternative to incarceration. And I appreciate that you're working with us in an effort to look at this and tighten up any concerns that we may have. The board is clear. We have a green card in support wishing to speak by Paula Zachary. And we have a green card wishing to speak in support by Suzy Labre. And we have a green card in support not wishing to speak by J.C. Harmon. Ms. Labre and Ms. Zachary, y'all want to come to the table?
I'm Senate bill, not House bill.
Okay, it says House bill. So you want to... So we have an SB 278 you're here for. Thank you so much. We'll go ahead and put it. No, that's okay. That's fine. Ms. Labre, you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. I'm Suzy Labre, and I represent myself, who has been an advocate on reform and ankle bracelet monitoring. I'm here today in strong support of House Resolution 278. For years, we have been coming to this Capitol fighting for accountability, oversight, transparency, and electronic monitoring. We have come here for victims who cannot fight for themselves, for families who are left with unanswered questions, for communities that deserve to know that when someone is placed on a GPS monitor, there is a real system of supervision behind this device. We have fought to hold providers accountable when they fail to monitor, fail to report, fail to document critical violations. We have fought to make sure offenders who commit new crimes while on a monitor face stronger consequences. And we have fought to shine sunlight and sunshine on every part of the system, including provider failures, supervision failures, reporting failures, decisions that leave communities unprotected. But the problems are still there. A bracelet alone does not protect a victim. A bracelet does not investigate a violation. A bracelet does not notify law enforcement, prosecutors, or courts unless the system requires it, documents it, and enforces it. This is why 278 is needed. Louisiana electronic monitoring laws are still fragmented. The rules are spread across different statutes, different procedures, and creates gaps in enforcement, gaps in reporting, gaps in oversight. 278 asks the Department of Justice to review those laws, receive input from law enforcement, prosecutors, corrections, victim advocates, providers, and other stakeholders, and identify what must be fixed before the next legislative session. This is not anti-provider. Good providers should welcome clear rules because bad providers damage the entire industry. This is not anti-court. Judges need accurate, timely information to protect the public. This is pro-victim, pro-law enforcement, pro-accountability, and pro-public safety. We need clear standards for reporting violations, registering and inspecting providers, preserving GPS data, and making sure the right public safety officials receive the right information at the right time in a timely manner. Members, we cannot keep waiting until after the violation, after the missed alerts, after the cut strap, after the dead battery, or other tragedies. 278 is a responsible step toward bringing sunlight, oversight, and transparency to the GPS supervision system in Louisiana. For the victims who cannot speak, and for the communities depending on us, get this right, I ask you to support this bill.
Thank you, Ms.
very
Labre.
much.
You said it better than I could ever say it. And perhaps you could share your notes with Representative Kerner, because I think they are excellent. They are excellent floor notes.
And, all right.
But I appreciate you, Representative Knox.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Representative Kerner, for bringing this resolution. I think it is needed. I'm curious, however, do you or will this resolution look at how much we're saving with electronic monitoring? Do we know that figure? Do we have any sense about how we can save by projecting this out, say 5 years?
Well, I'll tell you, Representative, I don't know about saving, but in my heart, I feel it's a privilege for somebody to wear a monitor, because other than that, they'd be going to jail. Mm-hmm. So that's a privilege. And when I look at this list and I see the person that killed in the French Quarter, mm-hmm. the person that had the monitor had it on 60 days and had 40 violations. That's unacceptable. The one in West Feliciana, I mean, they failed to, all these violations, and they failed to notify law enforcement. That's unacceptable. So I don't know about saving money, but I'm sure concerned in saving lives. And this paper's full of them, and it's just unacceptable for somebody to have a privilege that committed a crime, that belongs in jail, and they let him do a ankle monitor, and he's got violation after violation, or she's got violation after violation, it goes kills innocent people. And it's time that we do something about it where it doesn't happen anymore.
I totally agree, and Madam Chair, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a motion to move favorably. I think this information is needed. We need to know all the data, which is why I brought my bill, so that we have all the data in front of us to make more informed decisions on legislation we're going to make in the future. So thank you for bringing this.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative Knox. Thank you, Representative Kerner. We have a white card. We'll provide information if requested from Rebecca Taylor Hill, Louisiana Commission on Law Enforcement. Representative Kerner, did you want to close on your bill? Remember, you have to follow Ms. Labre and her talking points, so good luck to you.
No. I'll just say, please, look, it's overdue. I mean, it makes no sense to put ankle monitors on people and with no supervision and nobody being accountable, and not notifying the DA and not notifying the district attorney and not notifying the local sheriff's department. It's just too. It's almost like it's unbelievable.
It's too important. It needs a comprehensive review. It absolutely does. And thank you, Representative Knox. We have a motion by Representative Knox to report H.R. 278 favorably. Do we have any objections? Hearing none, let H.R. 278 be reported favorably. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you very much.
Representative